Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. My shirt might do something weird, so if it looks all weird, I'm sorry. Maybe there'll be our fancy special effects. That's kind of annoying. It might be hard to watch. I apologize if it is. Let me know if I need to change my shirt or just take it off for you people. Let me check that background. Looks a little messy. Background's a little messy. Why is the screen like this? What is happening? You're just not full screen. I don't even know what's going on. Close. To build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers, choose who can participate. Set a delay between messages. Hide people or timeout. That sounds awesome. Ray, you want to be a mod? Oh, but I don't stream enough for a mod, and dang, my lower back's getting me. My back is getting me. Ray, help! I need you to massage my back. Holy shit. Turnbuckles. Pumpernickel sandwiches. Here we go. Is anybody watching yet? I'm on. I'm going to share the link, everybody. So as per the usual, you should skip ahead like a minute or two. From now, so like 2 or 3. Copy. We're going to close that stuff. We're going to go ba-doom here. We're going to go ba-doom here. And then we're going to go bow. Man, I need some water. I'm feeling my noggin. I'm feeling it up in my dome, Dennis. Doop-a-doop-oo. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Good invite. What is your name, Brian Clark? Sarah, remember dog? Boop-a-da-boop-boo. Boop-boop. There you go. There's the links, everybody. It's up to you to show up or not. And if you don't, I'm never doing a show again. I'm actually doing this for my sanity. Here, let's pull that out a little bit. Come, give me some slack. Okay, so I'm going to sit up. Ow. Oh, whoa, Nelly. Maybe that'll help. And then I'm going to see what I look like over here in OBS. Merry Christmas. Pretty good. Stream's current bitrate of 1965 kbps is lower than the recommended bitrate. You better open up something. Open up a can of whoop ass on this internet. See my shirt, how it looks like a superhero? Maybe I can go to a Comic-Con with all the dorks. I'm kidding. Speaking of dorks, damn, Ray, where is you is? Is anybody here? Can you hear me? Concurrent viewers. Damn near none. Actually, it's none. It's exactly 0. It's 0. So I guess what I'm going to do is a show where I give like Brian Clark the deets. Actually, I'm sorry, not Brian Clark. Because I'm not entirely sure you're going to watch my old episodes. Actually, I think you do. Dude, what up? How's it going, man? Fucking A, get off the internet. Dan S. What up, dog? I think you're off the internet. Keep Gorilla Dan's going, man. You're gonna have business in the future. Shit. What should we talk about? Like, if I'm being honest, my brain's a little. It's been a while since we've last spoken, everyone. A lot's happened. A lot's changed. Some things have. Some things haven't. I'm gonna fix that light. I discovered that blasting my eyeballs with light is not exactly what you need to do to improve your vision. Anywho, where should we go? I want to make sure I don't get those reds. Maybe I should drop this down a little bit. Boop. Okay, how about now? Does it sound okay? Do I need a new microphone? Ray, you tell me. Do I need a new microphone? But you can't tell me because you're not here, bitch. Where the fuck you at? You said you was getting on, but you're not. You're not on, and I'm all alone, talking to nobody's phone. Well, so good job, guys. Good job, everybody. I'm proud of you. Skip to minute 5. I acknowledge you for doing exactly what I thought you should do and I was going to talk about. Like, you read my mind. It's like you read my mind. Get the fuck off the internet. Get off of the internet. Get off of social media and stop consuming information. Okay, I've been to the other side. You know how we talk about the wormhole and how we're going through a wormhole? And like, I popped through the wormhole for a second. I was like, wait a second, how am I stretching over here? This shouldn't even make sense. Came back. The fucking social medias are dead. Okay, it's just it's dying. It's a dying fucking medium. AI is gonna take its place. Now, what does that look like? Oh, I don't know, but it's gonna, because like, why shouldn't it? Like, why shouldn't we all just, learn a bunch of crap? Now it's dangerous, and maybe I should talk about AI safety. Hey, let's just start at the beginning, okay? I'm just gonna riff for a bit, and if somebody pops in, cool. Oh my God, Brian Clark is here. You beautiful son of a bitch, you. Thank God you're here. I've been talking for 6 minutes by myself in the dark. Actually, it's not that dark. I got a lot of light on me. But what up, man? So, what I was talking about. It's good that you're here. Get the fuck off the internet. Get off of it right now. Just close this shit down. Get off the fucking phone. Get off of the phone. I don't remember where I saw it on the internet. On social media. On Instagram. But it's when people get rid of their phones, their brains start to reset. And it takes a while for the reset to happen, but it does. And I believe it because it goes with my confirmation bias. What I've noticed is there's a lot of people who are just, so freaking dopamine phone addicted. They need that attention. They need it. They need it. They need it. They need to see like the red notification button and they got to click on it. Fuck yeah, I do. I know I do. I check my notifications. I check my notifications multiple times a day and I'm like, oh cool, I got a notification. However, I don't get near as many notifications as I used to, which that's really healthy. It's so good that nobody gives a shit what I have to say, man. I'm going to say nobody gives a shit what I have to say. Nobody. Which is good, okay? Nobody should care. Nobody should fucking care what anybody has to say. You want to know what, you know who you need to go fucking talk to? Some C.S. Lewis. I would reach over there, but it's too far. It's like, I got like another 11 inches. In my pants! 11 inches to grab my boxes. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. You can trust me. I got a box of C.S. Lewis books, okay? And they ain't the Chronicles of Narnia. You're going to have to forgive me. I've been up really early. Like, every time I wake up damn early, I'm like, God, this is great. I have so much energy. Actually, day 1 of waking up early is great, and I have so much energy. Day, 2 or 3 of it sucks. I'm going to lower this microphone so you don't see it quite as much. It looks like you can see it. I don't want it to brush. How's this sound? Hello, can you hear me? Is it kind of... I seriously have noticed more than ever that the phone is feeding my brain in a negative time suck way. Yeah, dude, we're going to talk about that. But I'm just going to go ahead and read these books. So yeah, don't listen to nobody except C.S. Lewis. Read old books. Here's the thing, dude. Don't read a history book before 1950. Okay? Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Don't read a book before 1955, maybe. You can read some Asimov. But after that hippie shit happened or Vietnam got kicked off, and maybe even the Korean War. But as soon as they started with CIA propaganda fucking Illuminati shit, get rid of it. Just fucking ignore it. Books are trash. Ray, I hope you watch this rebroadcast. Stop reading shit. Anyways. And that goes for any of you other women out there. The guys ain't reading bullshit. You're just fucking jerking off all the time. So we over here, we have Mere Christianity, the Screw Tape Letters. I've been wanting to read that one for a while. Miracles, The Great Divorce, A Problem of Pain, A Grief Observed, The Abolition of Man, The Four Loves, and a journal to go with it. Man, I'm glad I went to Costco that day. Oh, do you see my jowls? We're working on that too. I keep on showing Brian pictures of my meat, and he's like, dude, you should show that to your wife. Why are you showing me? I'm like, because it's fucking delicious. I made some steaks the other night. I got some chuck eyes. So if you don't know how to find the chuck eye, I want to show you. It's it's in my brain. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to show everybody the chuck eye steak. But I am going to tell you about it. So when you go buy your chuck roast, instead of getting a big hunk of dead ass meat, which is fine for stew. Okay, it's great. But you can go ahead and find the ones that have like the fat all the way down the middle, and then there's going to be a strip of it, which is like your Denver steak, but that's going to look like short ribs, like boneless short ribs, I think is what they try to sell it as. Or it looks like, God, what is that cut? I used to always get it because it has really good marbling and it's pretty damn cheap. And I can picture the steak, but I can't. Anyways, it's got one of those. And then it's got like a big circle of fat and then some other like, well, it's got like a circle of meat and then some fat around it and then some other circles in there. And that's your chuck eye, which is right next to that is the ribeye. So you can have like really fatty fucking steaks. Anyways, I made a bunch of those last night. Cooked them too rare. Because we went to Menchie's because I had like my free cheat meal. And my daughter went to an white elephant party and wound up getting like the Menchie's thing because it's her first time and she's 5. Like she don't know how to play this game. Which is fine, and Menchie's is garbage, but that's fine. Like, I actually, having garbage ice cream was delicious and fantastic, because it's like, wait a second, this is like half the calories, and I don't want this again. Sick. I lost 5.5 pounds in the last week, dog. And it's not like clapping me on my back, it's more like, fucking just stop eating like shit for a minute, and I'm sure a lot of that's water weight, but I bet some of it's fat. Like, to give you an idea of what I have for breakfast now, baked potato the size of my fist, microwaved. And then I take like a half a cup of egg whites, 1 egg, mix them together, cook them with some avocado oil, because that's like the least sticky of the oils if you're going to cook like egg whites, because those sons of bitches really stick to an aluminum pan. And then half a can of pinto beans, and then hot sauce on top of it, and then blah, 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 blah. And I ain't hungry for 4 or 5 hours. And most meals are some variant of that. Like, I'm definitely getting like 150 grams of protein a day, which seems to cut it for me. As far as fat goes, I take fish oil, and then I'll eat like a handful of nuts or whatever. I eat fruit once a day, maybe. Actually, I take that back. I have pineapple and low-fat cottage cheese almost every single day. I don't know. I stopped mostly eating bread, rice. Yeah, legumes. A lot of them beans. The toots are good. The toots are great. Can't wait to go to jiu-jitsu. I'm going to shit on somebody. Anyways, let's get back to the phone. Aren't you glad you tuned in, dog? Didn't you miss me? I missed you. You're like one of the few people I ever want to talk to, because I fucking don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to like social media nobody. I really don't want to text anybody. Like, if you're still texting in 2025, fuck you. I mean, sometimes you text, but like being a texting whore. Emily don't watch my stream, and so that's fine. Emily mostly wanted to communicate either through Snapchat or text. Like, talking on the phone was rather difficult, and we often just got pissed off at each other. And like, dude, like, what a fucking waste of time text messaging is. Like, what a taste of the fucking time. So, I have new things. So, here's my phone. Okay, here's my phone. You can see, actually, look at my cute little shits. Look at them cuties. Cute nuggets. Anyways, so here's my phone, and I'm putting it out of sight. When I go for walks, I leave my phone alone. I've stopped listening to music. I worked out this morning, so I woke up really early, and then it was like, man, I am so freaking, like, what am I gonna... Oh, well, you know what I did? I played StarCraft. You know why? Because I fucking love StarCraft, and it's really fun, and I wanted to try a mission again, and first I did my AI stuff, but I was listening to, like, my inner, like, my, and it's like, dude, you don't need to be, like, optimized... bigger, better Tony Robinsons all the time, dude. You don't need to just be a machine. Maybe you could chill the fuck out and relax and have a good time. So I did that, and son of a bitch, did I murder some aliens. Like, man, my mental space was like, oh, brrr. And so what I'm doing is I'm using StarCraft, it's really StarCraft 2, is a way of training my brain for, like, strategy. And there's different types of strategy that I'm training it with. And also like adapting to situations and learning like different strategic patterns. Because I'm trying to boost my like brain. Now it's dangerous because of the dopamine hits that you get out of it. But as far as like mental growth, it's great. Like, I need to do stuff to make me smart again. Like, here's the thing. Trying to, like, learn AI doesn't make me feel smart. Kicking somebody's ass at a strategy game makes me feel fucking great. Great. I'm just gonna fucking send aliens away. I really like the Zerg. They're my favorite group to play with. Without a doubt, I like the Zerg the most. Like, the Protoss are pretty cool, and I've won games with them before. The Terrans are just a bitch. Like, they kind of suck. They've got cool stuff, like siege tanks are awesome. And I like a battle cruiser. But you can just nuke them with, like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. We don't need to talk about StarCraft 2. So I did some StarCraft 2. I beat them ass. And then I went downstairs and I lifted weights. AI fills a void of intellectual stimulus. Still useful, yes. We'll get to AI. I promise you we're going to talk about AI. But I went downstairs, and this actually came from AI. Go downstairs and work out. Started playing chess again literally 3 days ago. Sick, dude. So Jessica, that's my wife, started playing a chess app. Like, I think it's Duolingo chess, just so she can learn the moves so we can play it with our girls. Like, I want to get the girls into chess. Well, checkers to learn first, but chess and Go. Maybe even Go first, because it's just such a damn good game for strategy. And I think teaching kids strategy is just a great idea. I think it's a fucking great idea. And then we can sit there and play board games. Like, I get more fun out of playing board games than I do out of... Not more fun than StarCraft, because I'm like, God, you little annoying shits. Like, could you just pay attention and fucking play a game for a second? I kid. Children in the future, if you're watching this, I love you. In fact, I sat there today and took moments, like, talking to you at school. Actually, Cordelia talking to you at school, and Larissa, like, just getting ready to go to Costco. And I took time to just appreciate you guys. Because you're young and sweet and beautiful. And ain't all fucked up yet. Where were we, Brian? The kids. Working out. So I go downstairs, and I'm lifting my weights. And I'm doing, like, deadlifts, because it's like, okay, I'm going to do single leg split squats with a dumbbell. And then, I guess split squats it's single leg, whatever. Then RDLs, like, I don't remember what exactly, like a reverse dumbbell or deadlift or whatever. But where the dumbbell, where like a deadlift where your legs are locked, and then drop it down past the knees when your hamstring starts to get tight, and then you pull it up again. And working on form, and then I did my calves. No music, no fucking YouTube, no fucking nothing. Left my phone upstairs, okay? I just had my watch so I could track, like, my time. That's it, because I didn't want notifications. I didn't want to hear anything. I just don't want to fucking hear it anymore, Brian. I am so sick of the interruptions. And what I've discovered, and I see that block of text that you just sent, but what I've discovered from the phone is that all of these interruptions are the thing that stole time. Remember how, like, we've often talked about how it seems like time has just been erased ever since COVID? And it has. Because prior to COVID, we used to go out and do shit. Like, we used to do shit. Like, we did have phones, and we use the phones all the time, but we were busy doing shit. Like, we were so busy doing shit that phones were the escape from the shit. And now doing shit is the escape from the phone. Fucking quote me on that. 2025, Jacob. Them phones is shit. Talk to me later. I ran chess club. Kindergartens can absolutely elude classical checks. All of them did K through 5. Dude, we should talk about it. I would love to. I was good at chess, but I never here's the thing. I played so much chess as a kid, but I never bothered learning the rules. Which is like everything I do. Like, I played so much League of Legends. I played so much StarCraft. I never bothered learning the strategy. I bet if I sat down and learned strategy, I'd be better at these things. But it also taught me, I don't know, how to come up with my own strategies. Which makes me, I don't know, more critical or thinker. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I had friends who are really good at chess. I mean, guys who smoked me. Like, I could beat, like, people who are pretty good. But, like, those really, really, really good guys who are, like, way, way, way smarter than us. I don't know. You're pretty smart. You might be smarter than me. But those really, really, really smart guys, they have no creative thinking. Like, none. So creativity is a big part of it. And with AI, that's also a big one. But the moral of the story is, man, fuck the phone. Fuck the phone. And, like, Dude, I watched one of 18 videos you send me, and it's not to like be like, hey, don't send me nothing, or hey, it's an apology or anything. I just don't want more information in my brain. Like, and I also don't want schizo information in my brain. And what I mean by that is like just different information. There was like, oh man, Nick Fuentes dunks on Piers Morgan, and I was like, oh dude, what's big on the like do it? No, I'm not gonna watch 2 hours of Nick Fuentes and Piers Morgan fucking fight or whatever or anything. Like that's 2 hours of my life that I'll never get back. Like my time is precious. Brian Clark, Jacob, big on this. Lost the entertainment to work out. Yes, big on this, dude. Yeah, it's also it helps with like my mind body connection. And also pushing heavy weights, like it's you got to get the form right. You got to get the form right, and you'll get the better burn. Like I don't want to check out while I'm working out. I want to check in. 2025. There's another quote. Check it. And then I discovered that I like doing cardio at night, like going for jogs at night. It's great. Now, don't do that in Albuquerque. You're going to get fucking stabbed if you're lucky. But yeah, I like cardio, like going for a light jog at night, put the kids down, go for a jog. It clears my brain, and then I can kind of wind down. I'm going to go through a little AI thing with you real quick. Because I've been I use it every day, and I use multiple ones too. And I'm going to show you some of this stuff on how my brain works. So I'm going to move this one over here, and then we're going to switch screens. And you tell me, like, we could do a bunch of AI stuff, dude. I took a couple, since we've last chatted, since I've last streamed, I've done multiple AI classes, courses, workshops, and son of a bitch, people ain't got a clue what's coming to them. So we go here, and then we go display capture, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we go here, display capture, and then we go to Safari, J.K. Rowling, and then we go here, Safari. Evening task recommendation. That is it. Yeah, look at that. Cool. I'm going to resize this. You don't need to see any of my weird stuff. By the way, like, these conversations you have with AI, you should assume that they will be used against you in a court of law. All right? I would be real careful about this shit. And the reason, we'll do it like that, I guess. Or maybe I'll just move my head. I think I have to move Santa hat. Suggested daily flow for your brain states. No, not you. I need to move this son of a bitch right down here. Okay, if you see me flying around, Brian, that's all the special effects. It's deliberate. I'll wait for you to get caught up. Okay, so what I had was, I'm just going to go to the question, and I don't know if you can see that, and that's fine. But it's like, hey, Chad, I noticed something. In the morning, I'm mentally fresh. At night, I feel sluggish and dumb. I have a number of things that I'm working on. An AI course, exercise, meal planning, reading, playing StarCraft. It actually does work my brain, my mind. What makes sense to do in the evening when I'm not sharp? Great question and super common. The key is to match task type with your cognitive state. Morning, high executive function, focus, reasoning, creativity. Evening, lower executive function, but usually high in pattern recognition, emotional processing, and automacy. Scratching my head. Where was I going with that, Brian? Anyways, long story short, it gave me a whole bunch of crap, and now I'm going to read this crap to you. Because I think AI did a really good job with it. So suggested daily flow designed around your brain states. So morning, sharp brain, AI course creation, hard reading, classical education stuff. So I've been working on Nietzsche. But what I found, actually, let's backtrack real quickly. We're going to go on my face. So you know me, I'm always trying to do a bunch of crap. I'm always trying to do a ton of crap and like new crap. And then I make myself crazy with all this crap that I'm doing. And it's kind of like ADHD, but I think it's different than that. I'm pretty sure it's different than ADHD. But I digress. It's kind of like I do a bunch of shit and then it's like, oh my God. But I'm trying to do so many things that I spend AI course. I was in an AI course, and I was talking to the CEO of Place, who used to be the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway Homes. So Berkshire Hathaway's residential company, 70,000 agents. Yeah, I met that guy. He's a real smart guy. He's a really smart guy. And he said that you're able to do 2 goals at one time. You should really only do 1. You could do 2 if you have systems in place for it. If you do 3, you're not going to do any of them. And I tried doing 8, and there you go. Those are my results. And I make myself crazy with indecision. Like, there's a brokerage that's trying really hard to recruit me, and there's some opportunity there. But it's like, if I just like drill down and focus on the things that I need to focus on, I will be successful. I will be very successful and healthier and able to take on other things. And be in a better position to negotiate terms of if I were to go to that brokerage. Okay? But anyways, so what I've discovered is I'm trying to do all these different things, and I have like my kid's sleeping right now. I walk my older kid to school every single day, pick her up, and then do jiu-jitsu twice a week. And so I'm over there, and I'm just like carting kids around, and like I don't feed my kids processed food. Even had this fight this morning. I'm like, no dino chicken nuggets. My kids don't get them, and people are like, you're not even going to give your kids those dino chicken nuggets? I'm like, fuck no. Why not, dude? Isn't that crazy? I'm like, read the bag. Read the bag, you fuck. And then come back to me. So I make everything, which takes a lot of, how much time it takes to cook actual food. It takes a fucking while. And I'm going to do meal prepping. I'm going to do a bunch of organic chicken breast. And some other stuff. Anyways, and I also got these little box, like this big, like sort of tackle box for food. And I'm going to just do like a bunch of chopped onions and chopped other crap and just do that as far as the meal prep. So then I can just toss that into stuff like the stuff we use all the time. Kind of like, in the kitchen, like, a kitchen at work kitchen. I'm basically doing that, but for my home and on a smaller scale. Like those cold pans, like those steel pans that you put like ice in the bottom of them and you put a bunch of little things in them and then they're all icy and then, the health department doesn't get mad at you. Anywho, so trying to do all these different things, it's like I noticed something, which was at night I would be staring at my phone, which I ain't even gonna pull out. You get this phone, and like trying to work on my AI course or whatever, and then I end up like on Instagram or Facebook, actually more like Instagram and Twitter. Like I said, I was up at 4. I went to bed at like 11 and up at 4. So I'm a little bit tired. And also worked out this morning. I should be taking a nap. And normally I'd be drinking coffee for the show, but I've already had like a pot of coffee. And I had a diet soda because my kid got the Costco hot dog. I'm sitting here talking about okay, like once a week my kid will get something processed and like half of something processed. So spare me. Hey, Ray Ray's in the house. Ray Ray's in the house. Ray Ray's in the house. And she's late. She's late as fuck. It's 28 minutes in my show. Ray Ray's in the house. So you can listen. You can ask Brian if you should listen to any of my rants before this. But right now I'm talking about. Actually, I'll thanks, Ray Ray. You might actually help me get back on topic. So I just started AI. The conversation AI. Really, the whole fucking beginning was get rid of your phone. Just fucking get rid of that shit. It's like, it's stealing your time and it's stealing your brain. It's so terrible. I have unpacked after 55 years, neurodivergent, autistic spectrum, ADHD, maybe onset, but like the 2 goals have to trim number working on because I do all things to the nth degree. So I fail at all if too many. Ray says, I'm sorry, I forgive you, babe. I forgive you. But just so you know, Brian's got crown number 1. You got crown number 2 today. No, it's okay. You got you. I'm kidding. I'm really fucking with you. So you might be Brian, but well, if I've known you for a long time, you don't strike me as autistic. If I'm being honest, you don't strike me as autistic. You strike me as being high IQ. And definitely a little eccentric. Probably ADHD. I'll give you that one. But really, I'm telling you, like, the phones are just making us fucking crazy. Like, I see it at my kids' school. So I take it back. We're not going to AI yet. So I go into the kids. I volunteer in my kids' classroom. Okay, I walk my kid to school every single day, and I volunteer in the classroom at least once a week, really just once a week. And I'm on the PTA, and then I'm also in jiu-jitsu, and take my kid to jiu-jitsu. My phone has been on Do Not Disturb since 2010. That's awesome. That's sick. Good for you. Tell Emily to do that shit. Anyways, so I'm in my kid's classroom, and it's like instantaneous. Like it's amazing to me that all of the autistic kids, quote unquote, all the autistic kids have Minecraft backpacks and Minecraft fucking hoodies. Like, for whatever reason, they're just like, you know what? Yeah, me too, Ray, me too. But, like, wow, it's so fucking crazy that all of the autistic kids play Minecraft. I bet it's that the autistic... No, you fuck. You fuck. Your kid's 5. Why are they playing Minecraft? Like, why is your kid fucking playing an online video game? And I don't even care if it's, like, disconnected or whatever the fuck. Like, and I don't even... I've never even played Minecraft. I don't know, it's fucking whatever. But I bet they're playing it online or whatever. And, like, in chats, like... Fucking, we're gonna... Oh, yeah, the cult shit. We still got time. We haven't even started the show, Brian. Fuck, Ray's running out of time. But it is so obvious to me who has screen brain and who doesn't. Like, the more... Oh, dude, Roblox is definitely part of it. But, like, screen brain makes you autistic, ADHD, neurodivergent, blah, 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 blah. Like, all these kids who are cutting off their fucking genitals, I guarantee you spend too much time on the internet and too much time in front of screens. Like, the less time I spend in front of screens or looking at screens, clearly the healthier I get. It's fucking real traceable. It is, like, the most obvious fucking thing in the world. Not a single one of Kyla's classmates doesn't have ADHD. Yeah, how many of them have phones? Because I bet there's something that is like like is connected there. And how many of them actually eat food? Like, you know, real human food. Like I was telling Brian my diet, like I lost. This just, you know, humble brag. I'll tell you guys, because you're the fam, okay? This isn't, like, I'm not going to just fucking talk about my diet all the time, because, like, that's just daring God, you know, knock on wood, but God, can I talk to these two? Please, man. Yeah, go, thanks. God gave me a go ahead. So, like, I lost 5.5 pounds in the last week, and, like, what I've been describing to Brian is, like, my breakfast every morning, potato the size of my fist, 1 egg, half a cup of egg whites, half a cup of pinto beans with chili sauce on it. And that's every meal. That's basically every single meal. Oh, there's my chicken breast. And then there's a potato or a fucking, like, some carrots or some broccoli. And then a protein shake. Here's my fish with broccoli and some potatoes. Because I love potatoes. Potatoes are delicious. Like, man, I don't understand why people hate on potatoes so much. I lost 5 pounds. But it's really, it's not that I lost 5, and I saw your thing, but I'm going to get there in a second. A lot of it's probably water weight, and also some of it's like that Thanksgiving bloat. Like, I seriously was like waddling home Monday last week, first day of like my new routine, and I'm like, oh God, I am just going to shit my pants. It's like it's like Satan's punching me right in the ass over and over again. It was so bad. I'm like, oh, I have to stop. And the girls are like, Daddy, come on. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Daddy, 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 daddy. What is it? I love you. And it's not, and it's just like, they're saying that because they want to bug me. I love you, not because they just love me. Maybe they do. I don't know. But damn. And it wasn't even just like that I needed to shit my guts out. It was that, like, it was just the cramping. Like, I had, like, my wife's birthday, which rolled into Thanksgiving, which rolled into... And I didn't go crazy, guys, okay? I didn't. But I did eat a lot of meat, okay? I ate a lot of protein. And then it's like, oh my God. Anyway, so I stopped eating like that, and then all of a sudden it's like, man, I lost 5.5 pounds. I bet that's all fat. No, it's not all fat. Some of it's just like crud. But my pants feel different. It's nice, kind of sexy. Had her 15th birthday at my house with 7 other teenagers, and the brain rot they speak was crazy. Howdy. Happy birthday, Kyla. How is she 15? Oh, man, my stomach's... Did you guys hear that? Did the mic pick that up? It's fucking sexy. Just kidding. Yeah, I watched a video on Brainwatt, and I was like, man, I know what half of this shit is. I guess I'm an idiot, too. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you, like... I am teaming up with parents who hate all of this shit. And I am very vocal about hating all of this shit. And there's like parents like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking judge you for like not being a shitty parent. I'm like, judge me all day long, bitch. I don't even like you, and I really don't like your kid, and I don't want your fucking kid around my kid, okay? Like, I'm going to stop. I'm just going to stop because that's definitely tempting fate. But I don't know. I'm going to pull her out of school. She's good, man. Very impressive kid. That's because she has an impressive mom. That's because you actually give a shit. That's going to be my guess. How many of those kids that were fucking annoying as shit over at your house for a birthday party have parents who actually give a shit? And by give a shit, I mean set boundaries and are strict. Okay, like, a bunch of people love their kids. Don't mean that they're good parents. And some people don't love their kids. Like, I don't like this new age bullshit of like, you know, your parents loved you the way that they could, or they loved... No, some parents fucking hate their kids and they're dog shit parents, and I fucking hope they die. Bad-ass can't, like, bad deaths, so just put it that way. Because kids are a fucking privilege. You should be really kind to them. I got, like, a blood blister. You can kiss it. Thanks. Let's go to AI, because I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. So, Ray, I was talking about how I got all these things. Me and Brian got all these things going on, and we're trying to do all these things, and, like, we end up doing too many things and then end up doing nothing. Which I can't actually speak for Brian. Like, I can't speak for Brian. I can speak for myself. And I am making forward movement on a bunch of stuff, but it's taking longer than it should by doing too many things. But let's go back here. So... What I did is I had a conversation with like AI about, you know, what should and shouldn't I do? Because the cognitive load is really getting to me. Because I've got like the kids and, you know, cooking and cleaning and house and wife and life and everything, family and friends, and it's just so much. It's so much. So, and I also started, like, StarCraft's on here because I needed a break, okay? I needed fun. I need to do something fun in my life that's fun. Like, even reading became work. So, suggested daily flow designed around your brain states. Morning, sharp brain. AI course creation. Hard reading, classical education stuff. Business planning or content creation. Heavy lifting. Worked out this morning, it was great. Hard mental work. Learning new StarCraft 2 concepts. Whatever, I'm not really sure about that. Like, and I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying whatever. StarCraft is a very low priority goal. And then evening, sluggish brain, mobility, cardio, or lighter workouts. Love going for a jog in the evening. Without my phone. I don't want the fucking phone. I don't want the fucking glasses. I don't want the fucking music. I don't want the fucking nothing. Except for this thing tracking my steps. Because I want to make sure I get my 10,000 steps every day. And eventually, fuck this too. Dennis is in the house. Dennis is in the house. Dennis is in the house. He's got crown number 3. But in my world, he's crown number 1. Now I feel bad because I'm just fucking stole Brian's crown. And Ray Ray's getting crowns. You're all my number 1s. You're all You guys are the real heroes. But Dan S., you got to get Gorilla Dance going, man. Fucking A. Like, you're going to have work in the future. We ain't going to talk about that. So, Ray, I don't need music anymore. I don't want fucking music. I don't want no music. I don't want no music. I don't want no books. I don't want no text messages. I don't want no phone calls. I just want everybody to just shut the fuck up. Like, just everything, just shut the fuck up and leave me alone. Because there's just too much information. Like, the cognitive overload that I am experiencing is... Well, it's just I turn it the fuck off. Like, and also, I've discovered that going back to silence and listening to the silence is actually so refreshing. And also, when I listen to music, I'm listening to the radio. And sure, it's the same 100 songs, whatever the fuck, I don't care. The point is I'm not in control of it. I don't have to make a decision. I don't have to, like, you know, some people got what they call black fatigue. I got decision fatigue, okay? I am sick of fucking making choices all day long. Like, and the choices I just made a choice on whether I was going to pick up the phone or not. And I made a choice. Am I going to show you my cute kids on the screen or not? Look at how cute they are, little shits. You can't really see it, but that's okay. Because, like, Apple changed their thing. There it is. Look at them. Fuck, they're cute. Anyways, and then it's like, oh, then I picked up the phone, and now I had to make a choice. What am I going to say next? And blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to have to make a choice when I get done. And am I going to have to, like, go in the garage and go pick up the stuff? Or am I going to have to go get my kid? Or am I going to go clean the kitchen? Or am I going to get something to eat because I'm actually hungry right now? Oh, maybe I should go ahead and get water because my throat tickles a little bit. And I got a little bit of a headache because I had too much caffeine. And then maybe I have to make a choice about that, too. And then, oh, should I make a choice about making fun of Emily again? Going to do that later. But... I don't know. That's just a joke. But my point is that, like, even choosing what song to play next, Ray Ray, is too much. It's too fucking much. It's too fucking much. I'd rather just not fucking hear anything. I'd rather have some silence, reset my brain, and start acting like a fucking, like the goddamn jaguar hanging out in a tree like I am. Whoa! Doing those deadlifts, Dan S. I'm doing the RDLs, actually not a real deadlift, because I'm really focusing on trying to build these hammies, because I want, like, tree trunks, guys. I want to look like a fucking weirdo. I'm so big. Anyways, Brian Clark says, trim to a radio and cassette player in the living room and move back. Sick. Where are you moved? Oh, like, are you still at the Havy house? Are you still over there? The Havy grandparent house? And that's pretty nice. That might be a little bit thin. My ex could not sit in silence. Which, now that I'm reflecting on it, speaks volumes. Yeah, dude, it's, I'm going to chew on that for a minute, Ray, and not say anything, okay? Because that's pretty big. The Havy House. Man, I'm glad he landed at Havy House. That's cool. Yeah, Ray, I'm going to chew on that. Fuck that guy, by the way. Everybody, if you want to say fuck that guy in the chat, that's real good. Hopefully that guy gets fucked real good, too. Hopefully that guy gets fucked 10 ways to Sunday. Hopefully that guy gets fucked in literally every definition of the word fucked. Because we call that justice. They say justice is blind. No, justice is an ass whipping. That's what justice is. Look at I got a ball in my hat. I'm wearing, like, the kid's hat because it fits a little better. Actually, whatever. I don't know. Location changes in January. Okay, well, I wish you luck in your location change. You got that figured out? If not, ask AI what to do. I'm going to go back here. So, evening, sluggish brain, mobility, cardio, lighter workouts, meal prep, home organization. You know, I do like to wake up and clean in the morning, and I do like to clean in the middle of the day, but, like, I could vacuum at night. I could do dishes at night. I don't have to think about that stuff. Reviewing lessons, not creating. That's a great idea. Just go over the work that I've done. StarCraft 2 practice drills. I was actually digging around on this one, and that's like, it gets it in your memory, which is pretty sick. Reading, non-heavy. I'm going to go, like, so I'm getting my girls into reading. Like, that's 100%. And I'm going to, like, Nancy Drew's probably on the list of, like, when they actually have not picture books, it's going to be those. So I'm going to get them, like, a big stack volume of them, and Sherlock Holmes and that kind of crap. And I'll just read those at night. Right now, I think I'm going to do the C.S. Lewis first, or I'm going to just get me a bunch of, like, you know, racist Space Marine books. What are those called? Bloodlust? Help me out here. Warhammer. I'm going to get a bunch of Warhammer for the Emperor. I might need to get some water, guys, by the way. Talk amongst yourselves. So journaling or planning tomorrow. I have been journaling. Knock on wood. Don't want to jinx myself on that one. But I have been journaling. And that's been great. One of the things that I have in my journal is like mindfulness. And it's so communication, listening. Is my behavior appropriate? And when isn't it? And what am I doing that makes it not that? Like, what sucks? And then visualization Tron grid. I should actually explain that one. So what I've discovered is... And you can hear me out. And Brian, this might be happening to you. I can't speak to it because if I'm being... Well, I'm not going to... If I can't get personal, Brian, I will. But like what's happening over here is like how I was describing my decision fatigue, and also being primary caregiver while also having to like take care of all these things. Thanks again, ChatGPT, or like talking to AI, help me figure this stuff out, which is my brain is doing too much. Like I'm clocking too much information, and it's also taking care of a household while also dealing with my own bullshit. We'll file that under growing up in Albuquerque and you better get ready. So like there's always gotta get ready. Like that's always in the background, guys. But add that to taking to child rearing and cooking and cleaning and fucking running a household. So like what I discovered is that I've often been in fight or flight response. And so this Tron grid visualization thing is like I picture myself in the grid. And there's nothing there. There's just nothing. So I pictured nothing except for the grid. And 10 minutes of that turns it off. So turning off fight or flight response daily. I try working on that. It doesn't happen every single day. But that's something that we've been working on, and it seems to be helping quite a bit. So if you'll bear with me, guys, I'm going to get something to drink because I do have a fly in my throat, and I'm going to get to a point where I can't talk very soon. And then we'll get back to the show. And Ray, your question is, how did I start what? StarCraft, because it's really easy. You go to blizzard.com and you download blizzard.net and download it. Looking at you. I'm back. See, it's a lot easier when you just get water. AI stuff. Maybe we should talk about AI. Do you guys want to talk about culture AI first? We're already talking about AI. I'm going to stick with it. Gonna get comfy. Gonna get comfy. Probably won't talk about politics. Actually, I will. I'm gonna talk about politics real quickly. How do y'all feel about like Trump shooting them boats? Because you know what? Fuck have an opinion about that. And how do you feel about all the stuff that's going on? With the border wall. Actually, the border wall I do give a fuck about. But I have decided to stop giving a shit about politics, everyone. Oh, I can take my glasses off because I'm not reading nothing. Yeah, I've decided to stop caring about politics. Like, just stop it. Just stop, and really stop paying attention to politics. Because, guys, like, we're in a psyop, and it just never fucking ends. It's fucking bottomless. Like, even trying to figure out what the psyop is a psyop. Two F's here. 2 fingers, 2 figs, 2 fig Newtons, 2 beefies. I want to say heifer. I have been eating a lot of beef, so maybe that's it. Not giving a shit. Not giving a shit about the freaking whatever. Because it's all psyops. Like, even the people who are like, this is a psyop, And then actually, I'm going to even let you know, me saying this is a psyop. You know why? Because I heard this from the internet about it being a psyop, okay? Like, we're just in the middle of 5G warfare. Our brains are getting fucked. And literally, the only way to deal with it is to turn it off. And also, Brian, the Illuminati shit, like, fucking turn that off too, bro. Like, stop trying to figure out the conspiracy, because literally we're just in the middle of billionaires playing games with each other and trying to control all of civilization while, like, people are just fucking robbing us all blind. Like, it's a feeding frenzy. The best thing any of us could do as plebs is to boost our hourly earnings. Not even worry about like investing until we're making $100,000 a year as a context. Like, the fuck worry about investing. And that's a bit dramatic. That's actually not true. You should always put like a little bit away, they say. But like seriously, we got to like make more money. That's it. If you remember back to 2020, make more money. Make more money 2020. Ah, fuck guys. It's 1:11, so I got more decisions and stuff to make and do. And again, Ray, how did I start what, bro? Fam? What you talking about, sister? I'm actually going to pull up my notes. Believe it or not, I made notes today. Let me see. Today I want to talk about AI, cults, and phones melting our brains. Well, I got that part covered. If there's one thing to get, it's that constant distraction of checking our phones, doom scrolling, etc. is stealing our lives. Covered that. Have no continuity. So yesterday is the same day as 10 years before. Ray, like I remember the time that I met you. Like, I think we only really met once, was like Emily's birthday. And so I remember meeting you at that house in the, like, on 2nd Street or something like that. In Nueve Mexico. 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 8 years ago. And so that really doesn't seem that long ago. Like, Emily and I haven't talked in a year. And that seems like yesterday that we were just talking about whatever and blah, blah, blah. You know, Brian Clark. Well, I have seen Brian pretty recently. But even back to the, you know, Kung Fu Cowboy, like I remember that pretty clearly. And that's because, like, you know, ever since this, like the damn, I don't even pull it out, the damn phone came out, those interactions are erasing our ability to create like a narrative about our life or a timeline about our life, because it's just like, as we're creating this thing, it's like boom, boom, interruption. And now it's just all scrambled. It's just fucking noise. So get rid of that shit. And now people in the future are going to be like, oh, look at him making the salute. I ain't even going to make the salute because I'm not. How did you start listening to the void and doing actually nothing? Again, I might need a more specific one. So, like, how did I start? I could tell you what I do. Put my girls down. I lie on the floor. When it's not covered in fleas, I swear to God. And I lie down and then I close my eyes. And I just picture myself standing in the grid. And I just picture myself there. And I picture myself there. And then thoughts come up. And I picture myself there. And it's not even me really doing stuff there. Now, so of course, I do fucking 48 million things being there. But just like... So, lying on the floor... She's... so, mindfulness exercises, but far more personal. So, let's go to blah, 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 blah. I do enjoy lying on the floor a lot. So, you're dealing with a bunch of shit, by the way. So, in the chat, throw Ray some love. But when you get hit with these overwhelming emotions of like processing all of this stuff, like laying on the floor is the thing to do. Not in your bed, because bed is Betty time. Betty snuggled sleepy time. On the floor is like, well, this is a different place. I passed out on the floor. And so like just boom, and just letting the feelings wash over your body or hit your feelings. You're like, your brain's like, I've got so much on, I'm gonna go crazy. And that mindfulness is focusing on like the sensations in your body. I'm talking. What up, Dan's back for a few. You should watch the rebroadcast of this because I keep throwing you some love. I've thrown you some love, not as much as it sounds, but there's lots of love over here. Right now, I'm talking about turning off the fight or flight stress response by picturing lying on the floor, closing my eyes in a dark room, and picturing the grid from Tron. So I wouldn't exactly call that mindfulness. And I'm not even sure I'd call it more personal. It's really just about like, and it's a technique for turning it off. And it's not even like I'm, there's a control. button. It's not like there's some panel that I'm turning everything off and turning the dials down, which actually you can visualize that, and that shit works. And that shit can really work if you're like, I'm going to go do some public speaking or whatever. There's a dial that you can turn up your personality and turn it on, like turn it up and turn it down if you need to. That fucking exists. Just picture that board. I'm going to turn up my personality to 10. I'm going to dial it back to 7. Okay. Anyways. Maybe less. I'm so tired. I'm so fucking tired. Anyways, so lying on the floor, mindfulness, but not really mindfulness, because I'm not, I'm actually constructing a reality. And that reality that's being constructed, the process of doing that just turns everything off. Dan asks, I've learned to turn off the fight or flight after years of it dialed up to 20. Basically, I just trek myself. Everything is okay until I feel my adrenaline calm the fuck down. Yeah, no, I got that one too. But this is just so, like, you don't have kids. So what I discovered, thanks ChatGPT, is, we're going to go back to that one in a second. We are going to talk about AI, because I do need to go soon. We might talk about cults. I can touch on the cults. So I was able to do that, but what I'm experiencing now is, so I'm the primary caretaker, always responsible for kids. One kid is at home all the time. I walk the other one to school, and I probably will end up homeschooling her. But what that does is, like, I'm always on. Like, I'm always on. Always on. And it was really affecting everything I was doing, so I had to start doing something to turn it off. Hence, Tron meditation. We're gonna talk AI real quick. So let's go back here and let's change the screen, maybe. Where you at, Chat Sleepy Tea? So here we are. We got Chat GPT, and I guess you can see my programs. Close my chats. I don't want you to see that. Not because I'm worried about you guys doing anything. It's more so like somebody getting there and like, oh, I wonder what Jacob's doing with his brain in ChatGPT. So we are now in ChatGPT. And I'm going to start a new chat. Boom. Boom. I'm going to resize this again. And all of you have probably used ChatGPT. Where's my little window box? There we go. Got to make that shit smaller. Grok has turned into your Cortana. So here's the thing. Grok's sick. Now, what I want to talk about here is... So, does this show up? Can you actually... Okay, I got to make this crap even smaller. God, that's annoying. I guess I'll just have to do something over here because of the window size and fucking everything. God, why is it not like this? Oh, I hate it. Oh, God. Ugh! Anyways, now we're back. So, let's actually backtrack. Let's just go to my face. I'm not going to show you any AI stuff. I might share my class with you guys. So I'm building an AI class. I'm going to teach it. And I'll have Zoom links, and you can pay me the $10 a class. And if you... anyways, there was more there, but I'm going to stop. Because the glass don't matter too much. So, Mr. Danis brought up Grok, and that's a really good one. So, what Grok is really good at. So, all the AIs are good at different things, guys, okay? And what I am discovering is the value of AI stacking. So, getting the AIs to work together to do things. Fucking real powerful tool. Perplexity, the one I know the most about, is for research. Like, Perplexity is a learning machine. Ray, I'm sorry the license expired. My license expired too. We had fun while it lasted. I'll probably get a new Pro, I'll probably subscribe to Pro, but I'm currently doing Pro ChatGPT and Pro Claude, so I'm not sure if I want to get another one. Like, I don't need my AI. Well, if I'm being honest, my AI stack pretty quickly is going to be about $70 a month. Which, given what this stuff does, I think that's cheap. If I'm being honest, it's so cheap. Like, just spend $20 a month and pick one of them, and seriously, and like go to the races. I can tell you the difference between free searches and like paid searches. totally different. I'd like to say they're the same. They're not, man. Like, people who pay money get more. Or Pro Plans do us. And that's okay. I was gifted with ChatGPT Plus for my boss. Dude, that's so sick. Like, Coldwell Banker gives us nothing. Like, I'm going to get Pro Canva, but I was gifted that by Amy. Anyways. That's awesome. So here's a question, Ray. Do you play with custom GPTs? We might talk about that. Actually, I will talk about that. So Grok, but back to Grok real quickly. So Grok's really good at news, like what's going on in the world. Told her I needed it for work, which is actually true. Awesome. Got to tuck your career sometime too. I hope you're moving up that ladder. If we got to sleep with her, just get drunk and do what you got to do. I won't judge. Anyways, Grok. So Grok is good for like the news, real time, what's going on in the world, what's the conversation, and logic. It's really good at logic. The logic on it's awesome. If you want to talk about the Israel, not probably the best, but that's fine. Like, as long as you don't talk about Israel in any of these things, they tend to work. Or the gays. But that'll change as Israel gets more influence over them. Because it's like, we'll go ahead and feed them the gays so we can keep killing people in the Middle East. Grok, logic. So it's good at that. Setting for Security Plus certification. Sick. That's sick. Go get those certs. ChatGPT. Let's start there. ChatGPT is a command center. So ChatGPT, you have the ability, and like I want to just be clear, this shit's so invasive, guys. So what I'm going to tell you is like just basically pulling your pants down and just showing it to the world. ChatGPT has integrations with it, with your Gmail and all kinds of stuff, so you can integrate your calendar with it. Or, I'm sorry, your emails with it. And so it can read your emails, and then you could train ChatGPT to respond in your voice. And so if you want to do like all these emails or blast them out or whatever it is, okay, great. You can create a custom GPT that is... Custom GPTs are a really important concept to understand. Perplexity has labs. I don't remember what Claude has. I don't know if Grok has them. But they're kind of like persistent workspaces. So an example of one that I have is a Perplexity lab that is, it gives me market reports. So once a week, actually I got rid of Pro, so it doesn't do that anymore. I have to manually do it. But once a week, it would feed to my email a market update for this county and the next 2 counties to the south. Because of where I'm at, I need 3 counties in order to really have a big sphere in real estate. Because there's just not enough people and too much competition. Which is what you get when your average price point on a home $640,000. It's expensive here. Anywho, so I can create that custom GPT and then boom, it winds up coming to me fantastic. And then I can go ahead, and there's integrations you can do with Zapier or Zapier, whatever you want to call it, which is it's kind of like it allows APIs to talk to each other. So Perplexity comes up with a market report and then boom, sends it over to ChatGPT. Boom, ChatGPT takes it and then sends it, and then it's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn these into a blog post, 3 more social media posts, and a script for a video. That winds up getting kicked over to Claude. Claude more finds it, does a better job writing it, kicks it back over to ChatGPT. ChatGPT takes social media post and post it, boom. Take blog post it, boom. Take video script and send that over to Opus AI. Opus AI already has my face and everything on it. Record video for this using this script. Okay, boom. Kick that back to ChatGPT, boom. ChatGPT posts that on my social. No, that's what's possible. I haven't done it yet because it's actually a bear. But just the fact that that's possible is part of the power of AI. So I brought up Claude. If you're trying to get your shit together, guys, like if you really want to plan for your life and like what you need to do to get your shit together, use Claude. And you might need to tell Claude to be a little bit nicer to you because it's like a drill sergeant. It is fucking mean as shit. The logic on it's awesome. Like if you need to build spreadsheets, if you need like long creative writing stuff, like the amount of I don't know what are they called. It's not tokens. Is it tokens? DNA? Are they tokens? Is like 200,000 or whatever. So like the conversations you can have with them are as long as the Bible. Like that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it's fucking crazy. ChatGPT also changed how its memory works, so it can reference like everything now. Like I don't know. It's like my chats used to be in a container, and now it's like referencing everything and becoming more like of a personal assistant. You have Google Gemini, which is really good at doing like art. So specifically for like my job, it's real estate. So I could take a picture of a room and then I could say, "Hey, make the walls pink," and put in modern furniture, and it'll just change all that stuff. And then boom, it's a nice pretty picture. You can also do custom GPT or custom Geminis, or gems as they call them. So their GPTs are called gems. Everybody has their own stuff. I got to take this hat off. My headache's hurting me too much. Sorry if my hair's a mess. Gems. There's a guy I work with, sort of. He's a guy in the industry. Where what he did is he created I'm just going to use custom GPT because it's easier. A custom GPT that's a researcher. And then that one kicks it over to a custom GPT that's a historian that facts check what the researcher did. And then that kicks it over to a copywriter who turns it into a podcast, which then kicks it over to 11 Labs, which records that in Burt Reynolds' voice. And then he pushes it to, Spotify and whatever. I podcast. And then those wind up getting pushed out. And it's a historical podcast of the area of things that he's interested in. So not only is it stuff that he wants his kids to hear and listen to, but then it's also like it's an advertisement for his brokerage. And so he says, hey, this is sponsored by the Whatever Group. And so the Whatever Group is also like connected to the podcast, which increases his overall space presence on the interwebs. And so it gets referenced more by AI and more by search because he's doing all these extra stuff. But literally the dude's creating a podcast, and he also has test audiences for it. But the guy's creating a podcast that would normally take, we'll just say 10 to 15 hours to do in 20 minutes. So the real gift of AI is leverage. Okay, it's that you can get it to do things for you. So you can also have it help you think. Now you got to be careful with it. You can't be a fucking idiot and use this stuff. Like I think all of us are old enough to be okay with it. I'm just gonna say like Ray, you're in this age group, but millennials, Emily's age to maybe kids who are 17 or 18, like they're just fucked using it. I'm talking to kids, like, I don't, you talk to more kids than I do, but I'm talking to a lot of kids that are like, man, everything is just fucking retarded and it sucks. And I'm like, you're correct, kid. You are absolutely correct. Read books. Dennis says, I'll be back in 15, halfway through the canyon. It was a lovely day in Taos today. Lovely, nice. It's very gray in here in Bellingham. I will probably be gone, dude. So love and angels on your pillow. That might complete my AI talk for the moment. Actually, I'm going to just go ahead and give you the talk that I have with people in regards to AI. You can absolutely learn this stuff, guys. Okay, you are not too old to figure this stuff out. You are not behind the 8 ball on it. You are not late to AI. You are still early. And the thing to do, and you can ask Ray if you'll back me up on this, is to just learn one of them, okay? So Ray and I dug into Perplexity. Like I was using ChatGPT before because everybody was. And then I got that for subscription to Perplexity, and I used the crap out of that for a year. But in using Perplexity, I now understand how AIs work. So now I can just go over to ChatGPT and do the same thing. Go over to Claude and do the same thing. And to give you an idea of like what the actual math on this stuff is people are using AI to ask questions with, which is literally 2 to 3% of ChatGPT's capabilities. And I'm not even joking, 2 to 3%. It's like that. What these things can do are fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. It's going to change everything. Everything. That was pretty hip, Brian. Gotta use it. Like, seriously, guys, we have to use it. Like, we have to use it. We have to. It's like, I'm not even gonna say it's it's a devil's bargain. It's something that's like, you need to use this in order to leverage it and get ahead, or somebody else is going to. Everybody else is going to. If you want to be able to stop this stuff, you need to be able to know how this works in order to stop it. Like, you need, and actually I would just understand, like, you need to understand how this works, because it is going to be running your life very, very soon. Probably before the end of the decade. Definitely within 10 years. Everybody will have a personalized AI walking around in their pocket. Like, you can just kiss the phone goodbye. There will be some AI version of it. Which, if you know anybody who's in apps, get the fuck out of that industry. Yeah, I mean, you can just build apps with AI. I've done it. I've built apps with AI in just fucking half hour. It's crazy. Like, it's just crazy. I don't know. I could give you use cases, but I actually do want to talk about cults real quickly and then bounce out. So something that we are going to see in the near future is an explosion of cults, which is the economy is going to go to shit at some point in the near future. It's already kind of rough. I mean, beef prices are down. That's kind of nice. But things are going to get rough, and people are going to latch onto things. And Brian, you can relate to this. You can probably comment on this quite a bit. There's a lot of like fake-ass Christianity out of there. I'd actually argue that most of it's fake. And so everybody's going to have their own little branch of like Christianity or their own interpretation of the Bible. And essentially those are going to be like cults. But then there's going to be other cults, and there's going to be bad cults. So to talk about like one of them is 764, is that it? Here, let me do a quick search. Yeah, it doesn't even show up in search. You actually have to put cult or it doesn't. So 764. And this is according to Wikipedia. And I'm going to just go ahead and go with it. Like, sure, Wikipedia is whatever. And I'm just going to read it for you guys. 764 is a decentralized, internationally operating online sextortion network. It emerged in 2021 from the CVLT network, which I think is French. Although 764 has been described as satanic neo-Nazi cult by multiple sources, investigation suggests that its members' misanthropic worldview is sadistic and tendencies are more significant drivers, with the group dynamics playing a key role in further radicalization. Members of 764 frequently adopt the corresponding symbolism, but are primarily described as being motivated by sadism. Man, this got updated real fast. This was different a week ago. 2 weeks ago. Because I was like, I don't think it's a satanic neo-Nazi group. That sounds like some bullshit the libs say. 764 is classified as a Schmer network by the United States Department of Justice and is considered a Schmer Tier 1 investigative matter by the FBI. Thank God. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Those guys are... they're both dicks. I would actually say we need to get rid of like the RCMP and the FBI and possibly the DOJ and the CIA and just start over. But I ain't in charge of anything, so whatever. Simply classifies 764 as an ideological violent extremist network. That's fair. 764 was founded in 2021. That's actually where this is why, by Bradley Chance Canaheed. At age 15, school dropout Canaheed, alias Fisick, learned techniques of exploiting minors and sextortion on a Discord server of CVLT, and subsequently founded 764 in the online game Minecraft. Creighton had met an unknown person who assisted him in establishing 764. 764 Network is primarily active on Discord and Telegram, and to some extent on the gaming platforms Roblox and Minecraft. It also publicly active on online forums. Its members are involved in systematic, sexual, physical, and psychological abuse of minors through extortion and other practices, and distributing CP, and depictions of violence. Victims are selected from the 9 to 17 age group with a preference for children of marginalized backgrounds or with mental health issues. Kid was, and this is a little background on Cradenhead. Here's the point. Keep your kids safe, hug them, let parents know about this shit. Get them the fuck off Roblox, Minecraft, and Snapchat and Instagram and social media, and take their fucking phones away. Like, my God. Teach them about, like, Ray, you already got your kid. So teach her about this shit. Like, I bet she's already pretty radicalized against fucking scumbags on the internet. But teach her this shit so she can teach other kids this stuff. There is no, like, the FBI is not going to fix this. Parents are going to fix this. So, like, as an example, I want to get phones banned in schools in my school district. Like, just fucking get that shit out of schools. There's no fucking business for those kids having phones. Like, it is just too goddamn dangerous. Social media is just too goddamn dangerous. Decentralized. So, cults. Another thing you could call a cult, and what they're going to turn into, is an amalgamation of these two things. So, decentralized terrorist networks. Or as John Robb, the guy who I source virtually every single show and wrote about in his book 20 years ago, Brave New War, was about the ability for, Ray, you could just come up with a PDF. A 10-page PDF, distribute it to the internet, and then people can go fucking ham. Okay? Set up one Discord server. And they like Discord because it's encrypted. Same thing, well, Telegram's also. I don't know if Telegram's encrypted. I think it is. But it's easier to get away with this shit. But you just create your PDF, it's like, and then just go fucking ham with it. And then distribute it. Antifa, it's a decentralized terrorist network. Now, it does have some backing, but there is no, like, formal structure for Antifa. There's, like, people who are friendly to it. The people who agree with what they're doing, they want to tear down the system. Like the elite, there are elites who want to blow it up, and there are elites who want to preserve it. I'm just going to make some money category. But yeah, you're going to see people fucking losing it. People are going to start losing it and try to glom onto, like, whatever it is that makes sense. And they're going to be, like, fucking cutting it. Like, not even just cutting off their genitals, like whatever weird shit pharma has kids doing. We're talking about cutting off their genitals like Mayans. Okay. Interesting and agree. Weird tribal internets have broadened and scattered communities, so people are grabbing a hold of community online. Or wherever they can. So I was talking to my neighbor about this, and this is where I'm going to head off, okay? Probably. I was talking to my neighbor, and he was just talking about the prices of houses. So real estate here is, like I said, like average home in my area is like $640,000. Mine's probably $550,000. Give you an idea. I ain't no king, okay? I don't live like a king. And where are we going with this? Yeah, my home's like $550,000, $640,000. But he's like, how can people afford houses? Like, and I was like, dude, Sam, like, I've dug into this. So one thing I am allowing myself to listen to is industry specific. So I will listen to the Anton Stetner podcast. He is a real estate agent in the area. I mean, he's outside of Seattle, but he's a big developer. He's a really smart guy, and he pays attention to what's happening in, Washington, Western Washington, Seattle, that area, which is important because it affects me, both directly and indirectly. And so to build a house in Western Washington versus building a house in Ohio, it is 40 times more expensive to build here just because of regulation. 40%. And so people are they're just fucking poor. Like, people don't have money. People are broke as fuck because everything's so expensive. So I'm talking to my neighbor about this, and I saw your comment, Brian, but I'm going to get to that in a second. So I'm talking to my neighbor. I'm like, he's just like, dude, how can anybody, what can we do? I was like, well, we have to roll back regulation and that kind of stuff. But really, dude, we need to just have dinner. Okay? We need to have dinner. And we need to have Tanya and Jesse over for dinner and their kids too. And then we need to have Aaron and Nick over for dinner. And we need to talk to Diane too. And like our street needs to start having potlucks and hanging out together and be neighbors together and get to know each other again. Hey, Ganis, talking about building community. Talked to my neighbor, and what it was is neighbors need to come over for dinner, and we need to go over there for dinner, and we all need to be neighbors and friends again and build up this like local, very local network. Okay, kind of like an area study, but that's like foundationally what we need to do to deal with whatever is coming. Plus, it also gets us off the internet. Like it gets our phones away. It's funny that I mentioned that. Tell me more. I'm like 5. I gotta go soon. But talking to Sam, I don't even know why I brought all that up. Oh, the cults. So it's gonna help keeping people out of the fucking cults. Like people don't need to go online and become radicalized and go into cults if they're so busy just being up in each other's businesses. The lowest suicide rate in the world are the Jews, and that's because their fucking families are there just being annoying all the goddamn time, and their next door neighbor's like, what are you doing over there? Oh my god, Janice, did you see what Noah was doing? Can you believe that? Oh my god, Ari, your son, oh my god. And so that shit's going on all the time. You have no fucking space to like be able to type on a keyboard. Well, if you want to talk about Dan, you can hit me up in Telegram. So let's go back to, where they exist, online, it's okay, group, church, anything to feel a part of anything. Yeah. And so we create feeling in our networks and communities and our family, like our local areas as opposed to on this shit. Like, and I can keep doing some of this stuff. And I'll be honest, I'm going to scale the fuck out of my online AI presence. And build an online community out of this stuff and position myself as the AI real estate agent. So I'll have some of that, but the real connections in the real world, like that's just where it's at. Okay, guys. Now with that said, I gotta go. I gotta take some care of some kids and stuff. I love you very much. Angels on your pillow. Maybe someday I'll really do the show that I meant on doing. This is also why I never get articles out. Like, I just bang them out, and then I'm like, and then I come back later, I'm like, fuck, I didn't cover anything that I want to talk about. Anyways, take care. My love to you and all of your everybody's. Make that paper. Fucking take care, guys. Bye. You too, Ray Ray. Oh wait, shit! I hit the wrong button. Bye.